Okay, so I'm at work and I see that somebody has left just like a nondescript cardboard box on top of the trash can. And my just throw it away impulse gets overridden by my wait, hold on, what's in the box impulse. So I open it up and I see that it's like knockoff Lego sets. And so I'm not sure if somebody's left it there by accident and they're going to come and pick it up again, or if they've just like abandoned it. So I leave it there rather than throw it out. And then when I finally get out of work hours later, it's still there. No one's taken it. So I bring it home and I open it up and it's My Little Pony. Now, in addition to not being real Lego, it is also not real My Little Pony. There's no My Little Pony branding on it. It's just being put forth as like a generic Valentine's gift you can give to someone. Now, to be fair, I think, My Little Pony doesn't own the concept of putting a rainbow on a pony. I'm sure lots of different stuff has done that. Then I see this next one. This one has a hat. Like, this is just Applejack. This is Applejack My Little Pony. I know exactly two things about Applejack. One is that her name is Applejack, and two is that she wears a hat. And that's all I need to know. Also, the pieces they use to make the aforementioned Applejack are not the same as on the actual packaging. I don't know if you can call it false advertising when the bag is see-through and you can literally see what it is. Also, I don't know if they care about marketing laws. So naturally I build these. Weirdly enough, despite all being like the exact same like base model, just with different hair and sometimes wings, none of them are built the same way. Like they've all got like different building techniques. This one's got like a Technic piece in the middle that everything attaches to. These ones here have like snot bricks in the middle that everything kind of goes onto the sides of. But even then, like they do the feet differently despite the legs being the same. Well, not exactly the same, but like, having the same philosophy behind them. And then these ones are just plain old, just like right side up pieces made into the shape of a horse. Only this one has articulable legs. I guess this one technically does too, because there's no actual pieces in the middle to get in the way of the legs swiveling. But it's a completely different articulation. Like Twilight Sparkle, you can just lay down flat like a bearskin rug. And that's the only thing you can do. You can't make her run like a horse. For the most part, these are all actual like cloned Lego pieces. Like they're just straight up the same molds. They're not quite as precision made, like they don't fit together as well. It's like genuinely difficult to put some of them together. But there are a few unique pieces. There's that like weird inverse slope piece that's got a little part cut out, but it also has these grooves on the other side. I presume just to save plastic when molding it. They've also got the infamous Amogus piece, but not rounded off, so it's just a square. I don't know why they decided that one had to be a different piece. The instructions for them kind of remind me of like the Lego Advent calendars, where they're trying to squash down the instructions into as small of a page as they can. Interestingly, everything that comes in a previous step gets like put into the same pale blue color, and only the pieces that are being used in that step are actually the right color. But if you turn the instructions around, they're like a 6-in-1. They actually want you to collect all of these and make them into like a Megazord, which, you look at the last step, it has 4 wings for some reason, but you look at the last step and it looks pretty cohesive, but that's just because it's all blue. If you actually build the thing, which of course I did, like this is just like an ungodly chimera. It looks like in Spider-Verse where like the person's glitching out of reality. Like it looks like multiple ponies are all occupying the same space and they're like fighting for dominance. This Giga Pony does have some articulation. The back legs have all their joints, the front legs have less joints, and the neck is attached to the body by just a single stud, so technically that does mean it articulates. You can turn it 360. You can hinge the body just a little bit by such a short distance that I don't know why they even bothered. I guess they just needed to use hinge pieces to try and justify the part usage, which, like, you don't use all of the pieces in this. There's a bunch of pieces left over after you build this. I don't know what the moral of this story is. Happy Valentine's Day, I guess.